Well, hello there, friends and knitters. It's March 29th, 2017, and I'm Susan B. Anderson, and welcome to my little podcast that I do every once in a while. Not on any set schedule, but just jump on whenever I get a chance. I usually start by chatting about the weather a little bit. It's in the 40s today here. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. And it's a little overcast and gray, but certainly pleasant. I've kind of shed my winter clothing for the most part for my hikes and runs and walks outside. And however, tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 30s, so I might be pulling out my winter gear again tomorrow. Yeah, so I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I have some fun things to share with you. I have some fun things that I've been working on and a couple little updates. I guess I want to start with, I think since the last time I did a podcast, I have done a couple teaching events, and one of them was a couple weeks ago, maybe two and a half weeks ago. I was in right outside of Austin, Texas, and I did the Knitting in the Hills retreat, and that was really fun. It was put on by Hill Country Weavers. I think there were around, I want to say 150 to 200 knitters there in attendance. I was there teaching all weekend, and they had Bristol Ivy was there, and Carson, I think it's pronounced Demers. I thought it was Demers. It's spelled kind of like Demers, but then I heard people saying Demers. So he does this ergonomics class. I think he's a physical therapist, and so he has all these great tips for how to, sit while you're knitting and hold the knitting in your hands and your arms so that you don't get injuries. So he also has a new book out, and if you follow him, I think he has a website, and his Instagram handle is Ergo I Knit, ERGO, and then I Knit, all one word. And he's a really nice man, and I really wish I could take his class because I have a lot of aches and pains from my knitting, and it's total overuse of my hands. But I've been kind of plagued off and on with I get like elbow pain mainly is my issue, and then sometimes I can kind of work through it, and then sometimes I have to take a couple 2-3 days off, but I have struggled with that off and on throughout the year. So I think that would be a really good class for me to take. However, if you guys don't get to take a class with him, he also has a new book coming out. I'm not sure if it's coming out right around now, and if it's not out yet, it's coming out very soon. So I'm gonna get my hands on that book. So maybe it's some great tip for me. I know that I know I probably don't always sit the right way, but I do stand a lot while I knit too. But he said that was a good thing when I asked him about it. So that's about it for the teachers. There was also I think her name is Rachel from Ravelry. She's one of the the code people on Ravelry, and she did some little mini workshops for people to ask questions about Ravelry and how to kind of get the best use of it. And I think she described different features that went on and or that go on there that maybe are underused or that people don't really even know about. And she was adorable and really, really cute. And the last day I passed her out, where we stayed, it was really beautiful. And there was kind of this great neighborhood that had all these kind of streets, and it was a resort, and there was a golf course, and there were these kind of really fancy homes on the golf course. So every day I'd run and I just kind of gaze at all the fancy living down there. And that was really fun. I had great classes. They were full and fun, and a lot of enthusiastic knitters who were really good, and they were really game to try new things and to jump right into projects and things. So I had a really nice time. Bristol Ivy, that I think no, I've met her before, but I was trying to think, was that the first time I met her? But no, I've met her before. She's so wonderful. She's beautiful, smart, funny. Everybody loves her. They love her classes, and she taught all kinds of just like technique-y type classes, and I think she was just a huge hit. So I had a really good time meeting her. Oh, and Bud was there, and so that's always a huge treat. And she was like she was the knit doctor, and I love her so much. And she put on a jacket, like a lab coat, like the white coat a doctor, physician would wear. And then people could come and get help with their knitting. They could schedule an appointment and they would come and get help with their knitting. And then she, she's genius. Her knitting skills are beyond anything I've ever seen. She's amazing. So she can solve, any problem that people had. And then they would donate money for, they did a fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Foundation charity. So they would donate money for that. And they raised a lot of money for, I think, thousands of dollars. I think it was up to maybe $6,000, $7,000 for Alzheimer's research. And anyway, it's great fun. The owner of Hill Country Weavers is fantastic. The event planner, Cindy Hallam, is a treat. She just works so hard to make everybody feel good and to be comfortable, and it was really very fun. So a couple of things about that. I got the goodie bag there was really like nothing I've ever received before, and so I was going to share a couple of quick things that I got in my goodie bag. Well, first of all, I got this beautiful wood bowl, and it looks like a hand-turned wood bowl. And unfortunately, I was thinking there would be a name right here of the company. I'm sorry, I have all these kids walking by my windows outside. I think school just got out, so I love it when I'm sitting in view of all the kids walking home from school in our neighborhood. We have schools right in our neighborhood, which is really fantastic, so the kids can just walk on home. Anyway, this bowl is just beautiful. I love it. I've already used it quite a bit, and it was in my goodie bag, so it's fantastic. I don't know, they might sell them at Hill Country Weavers. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. We got these great wrist, they're called a wrist ruler. It's I Love Handles is the company. ilovehandles.com. I think Fringe Supply is selling these. Mine is a 17-inch one, and it comes like this in this little tin. And you take it out, and I haven't taken it out yet. I should have taken it out at the retreat, but I didn't do it. And then you just wrap it around your wrist, and it's a tape measure. So it has this little thing to push the, well, you can see that I haven't used mine yet because I can't even get it to work. But it has this, kind of like a little knob there. And then you push this through. I think if I do it when I don't have it on. There. See, that's the attachment there. But that's really cute. And there were a couple sizes, I guess a 16 and a 17-inch. Maybe I can get it on now. Ruler and for your wrist. So just kind of take note of that. This is the 17-inch one. And it's pretty roomy on me, actually. But I don't like things tight on my wrists anyway. So that's probably the size I would want anyway. But I love that. I think that's really cute. I'm going to wear it all the time. I don't know why I haven't taken it out yet. I should do that. And then we got this great bag. It's from Magic Junie Sews, and she's in Austin, Texas. Magic Junie Sews, Austin, Texas. It has kind of this flannel inside. This is really like a soft, no, it's not even flannel. It's just like a really soft cotton. I guess it has a really subtle print to it. And then the outside is this great, it's kind of like a printed linen. And it's kind of Southwestern fabric. At least that's what it reminds me of. So I'm sure that's why I was selected. But these are really cute. So I don't know if they sell these in the shop or if what's her name? Magic Junie Sews. That's so cute. I don't know if she has an Etsy shop or what, but that's really cute. And then we got a skein of Heavenly Fingering Weight from The Uncommon Thread. It's alpaca, silk, and cashmere. It must be a fingering weight. It's about 400 meters in 100 grams. And this is the color I picked, which is, of course, robin's eggs. I love that blue. But look at, it's just shimmery. There's a halo to it. Oh, you guys, can you feel it? It's beautiful. So that's really fun too. So that would be something fun to cast on. I don't know what yet, but and then we got this great shawl pin. It's like this big safety pin shawl pin, which I love. And it's so funny because I've always wanted one of these and I've never had one. And so I was really excited. And then we got these kind of giant stitch markers, which are so fun. You know, I love these. Like if I'm doing something on a bulky weight, with a bigger needle, like a 10, 11, 13 needle, I'm always looking for a stitch marker. So I was absolutely thrilled. And these are like a, let's see, how can I show this to you? There's a K and a P. Well, that's not going well. Yeah, K and P. And then this other one has a bird on it. It's so cute. Another one, just some rings on there too. But really excited about that. So yeah, so I'm going to put that shawl pin to use. I really like that a lot. So that was fun, and the bag was really cute too. It was kind of this burlap tote bag, so it was a little bit different. I met Diane of Suburban Stitcher, and we did a big long interview with her. We were all sitting at a table, all the instructors, and she did an interview, but I don't think she's posted that yet. So it's Suburban Stitcher. Her name's Diane. She's from Texas, and it was fun. I got to spend a little bit of time with her, which was really fun because I'd met her one time before when I was at the DFW Fiber Fest, and she's very sweet. But she has her own bag and yarn. She does indie dyeing. This is called Deep South Charm. It's a mini skein set, and Suburban Stitcher. And she's Suburban Stitcher on Instagram and all kinds of places, but she gave me this really cute mini skein set, and I think that's so fun. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. I might give it away at some point, or I might knit it. I don't know yet. I'm enjoying it. I have had it sitting out, and I keep looking at it, so I really love this pink one. I think that's my favorite one right there on the end. So thank you, Diane. You're so fun. I don't know if you're going to post that podcast or not, or if I should go check. I think I checked a couple times and I hadn't seen it yet. On, I think it was Saturday night of the retreat. Was it Saturday night? I can't remember. My days are getting confused. But we had a tea party, and maybe it was Friday night. And it was so cute. Some of the ladies, I don't know who, had collected, probably from flea markets or secondhand shops or like a St. Vinny's or something, these little saucers and teacups. So everybody at their place, you know, you could sit anywhere at this big convention center, and you had a saucer and a teacup in front of you. And then one of the knitters attending, she ran a tea, she's like a tea expert, and she has a tea company, and I think she's retired now, and her son is running the tea company. But so we had like little desserts, and then she led us through how to make a proper cup of tea. So we had, you know, hot water, and she told us how long to steep it, and I enjoyed that whole thing so much. And then she gave a little talk about tea and kind of a little history about tea. I don't know. It was charming. It was cute. It was different. And then everyone got to take their saucer and their teacup with them as kind of a cute souvenir. I have mine, packed it, I like wrapped it up and stuff in my suitcase, and I have it, but I forgot to bring it out here with me. But I did make a cup of the tea that we got to drink. And this tea, I'm telling you, you should go buy this tea. First of all, the place, this knitter's shop is called Tea Embassy. So it's teaembassy.com. The type of tea we had is called lemon chiffon. I don't know how to say that. Is it rooibos? Something like that? The rooibos tea. It is the most delicious tea I've ever had. I'm going to be ordering more as soon. I've been on that site so many times now since I've gotten home from this retreat. But so it's lemon chiffon. It's caffeine free, so you could drink it all day long or drink it at night. And it's creamy, lemony, and delicious. It's a blend of rooibos, green rooibos. I don't know if I'm saying that right, so I apologize if I'm not. Honeybush, lemon bits, calendula, cornflower petals, and flavoring. It's caffeine free, and you steep for 5 minutes in boiling water. But we got these little tea, like a little pouch, and it had a tea scoop, and I put my scoop in here right in the bag. So now I have a bag of this. Cindy Hallam gave me the bag because I was so crazy about this tea. So you got this tea scoop. So you put 1 scoop of the tea in the tea bag. You get these little bags, and then you just hang it over the side of your cup. But I mean, I could just sit here and smell this all day. It's the best tea I've ever had, ever. So if you are a tea drinker, and I enjoy an occasional cup of tea. I don't drink it all the time, but I've been drinking it a lot more since I got this tea because it's so good. But we even put, so I put a little honey in it, and then, but it's good just plain too. And then we put some whipped cream in it too, and it was so good. You should get some. It was really good. So I'm enjoying a cup of tea right now. I don't know if you can see my cup is really full, so I can have a sip of that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is my Jenny the Potter mug. She's opening a brick and mortar in Minneapolis, a studio. So she's invited me to teach up there sometime. So I want to do that up in Minneapolis. So I'm gonna check out our schedules to see what will work. So that would be really fun if you're in the Minneapolis area. Come and see me and Jenny the Potter at in Minneapolis. So this is one of her mugs. I think I ordered this off her Etsy shop, and I don't think she had it in stock. I think I special ordered it, and it took a while to get it, but I would wait forever for one of her mugs because they're so cute. But I love the little red bike on there. All right, so those are something. Oh, and then the other place I taught was the Madison Nitten. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. Mary Jane Mucklestone, Laura Nelkin, and Lucy Neatby were the other teachers, and so we all taught on on Saturday and Sunday. It's just a 2-day event. Lucy Neatby spoke on Friday night, and oh my gosh, we just had so much fun. On Saturday night, I took the gang of teachers. It was so sweet. My husband came and picked us up in our family van. It was nothing fancy, but everyone was a good sport. So they got in the van. My husband picked us up at the venue, and then I took them to a little favorite restaurant of ours, which is the El Dorado Grill on Williamson Street in Madison, kind of in downtown Madison. And we just had a really nice meal, and then after, and just chatted and laughed, and oh, so much fun. And you really can't go wrong with that crowd. I just really enjoy. Oh, and I'm forgetting is Kate Atherley. I love her. Kate Atherley was there. Oh, I apologize. I loved meeting her so much. She taught in the classroom right next to me, and she is lovely and so smart and such a technician of knitting, and has so much good stuff to share. So she did a custom sock class, and I'm trying to remember what else she taught, but boy, I'd like to take some of her classes sometime. And anyway, really fun crowd. And then after we went to dinner, they wanted to go to a grocery store, so we took them down to the little Willie Street Co-op right down the street on Willie Street, and they were so happy because the It's a good venue. It's spacious. There's a good marketplace, and then they're good. The classrooms were really nice. I really enjoyed them because sometimes they can be a little iffy, but they're really quite good. So, but the bad thing is the instructors. I don't know if other people stay there too. None of them have a car. They fly in or from all over the world. Actually, international. We had a couple international teachers this time around, and they stay at this little hotel right next to the venue, and it's really there's nothing around it, and there's no restaurant or bar in the hotel, and you can't walk really anywhere. It's not walking, it's not like in a neighborhood or right in downtown Madison. So that's the only thing that was a little not good for them. So we took them to a grocery store. They did have a refrigerator in their rooms, and they kind of stocked up on some good healthy food, fruits, and all kinds of good things. So that was fun. So we took them to the grocery store, the market, and that was a really nice time. So I had a really good time there, and I love teaching locally. So nice just to get in my car and go teach somewhere fun, and so I really enjoyed that. So that's about it, I guess, for teaching stuff. I have a couple other quick shares, and then some things I'm working on. So I finished this sweater. I think on the last podcast I showed it in progress. Yeah, I know I did. So here it is. I made it big. It's in a really big kind of comfy size. So I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's got a lot of extra room on it here for me here. So, but that's kind of fun because I want to layer it and wear it, over things and stuff. So I really am enjoying that. And, I was a little worried about the neckline, not so much that it is like a boat neck style. What I was worried about mainly in the last podcast I talked about this is what I don't like is when a sweater hits you really high on your neck, and because this one does not have short rows that go around. There's a little string hanging out there because I was thinking about steeking it, but now I'm not going to, so I'm going to pull those center markers out. But this does not hit high on the neck. I'm talking about, like, I had, what's that sweater? I think I had an Agnes sweater that hit so high up on the neck that I was constantly, pulling the neck down. And this one it's not like that at all. So I'm going to leave it as a pullover. I'm loving it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't know if you can see at all, but there are these little, it's called Branches and Buds. It's by Carrie Bostic Hogue. It's just a fantastic little pattern. It could not be easier. It's just it's from the top down. So you do some increases on the yoke in a couple places. You put the sleeves on hold, and then you knit the body. The body's just straight down. There's no shaping on it, which I love. Thumbs up to that. I don't need like a sweater that fits me like this and this and then this. I just like things nice and roomy and loose. I don't want that at all. Not interested in it. So usually if I do have waist shaping in a pattern, I'll take it out and I'll just knit the sweater straight down. That's just not for me. I think, so, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people really, really like to have a super fitted sweater, but it's just not right for me. I guess I don't enjoy that. So anyway, it was just perfect. I got the sleeves are like spot on length. I don't know if you can see. It looks so good. They're cute. It's just cute. So it's just plain. So I was talking to Carrie Bostic Hogue, who's the designer, and we've been working on a few fun projects lately for her and together. And I asked her if we could make a kit over on Barrett Wool Co, which is my new yarn and pattern company. So it's barrettwoolco.com. And we've been getting a hugely great reaction to our newer line. We opened with our home fingering and worsted weight line of 100% American wool, and that also got a great reaction. We pretty much sold out. There still is some in the shop, but we pretty much sold out. Just kind of blew through everything. So we introduced our second line a little sooner than we thought we were going to, but it's this Wisconsin woolen spun. And it's wool that's gathered from Midwestern farms, and then it's spun in a Wisconsin mill. So it's beautiful. This is the skein of the sport weight yarn, which this sweater is knit out of, and we've been offering kits. So we went through one round. We went through 2 rounds of the kit already, and then we have a huge number coming. I think we can pick them up next week at the mill. So if you're interested, anyway, there are 2 colors that you can make it out of. So this is our coal colorway, and it is really a brown gray. It's kind of a brown gray, sort of like coal does actually look. If you look at a piece of coal, it's dark. It's beautiful, it's heathered, it's natural. These are just natural wools. They're not dyed at all. We do have some of the Wisconsin wool and spun that are dyed, but not for the sweater kit. So you have your choice of the Quaker Gray, which is the one that I made my sweater out of. And then we have the birch, which is just the natural white color for the color work, the very simple color work. This is a great sweater for a first-time color work project for people who aren't experienced, and then experienced kniters. You fly through this like there's no tomorrow, and in a few days you can have a sweater because it goes so fast and it's so much fun. It's a great color work chart because there aren't any long floats, so it's just really, it just flows very, very nicely. It's just this little burst of these 3 rows of the color work. And I think I said this last time, but I have such a fondness for patterns that are horizontally moving across a piece or a hat, or I don't know what it is, instead of kind of something that's up and down. I love this horizontal pattern. And then I love, of course, the little embroidery. And then in the kit, so you get whatever color you choose, the coal in our beautiful, it's called Wisconsin Wool and Spun. It is a wool and spun yarn. It's light and airy. It's very similar to like a Shetland wool or like the Brooklyn tweed is a wool and spun. It's just light and airy. It's not fragile while you're working with it. I've knit a ton with it, and I've used it for toys and everything. It's not so fragile, but once it's knit up, it's just sturdy and hardy. It's really just a great yarn. So you get enough of the white to do the color work, and then you can pick out your color for your main color here. And then I am personally wrapping up these little clothespins with some colors of our home fingering weight yarn to do your buds. So I did like 8 colors. I think in the thing I was planning on doing 7 colors, and then I found one more that I wanted to throw in there. So you get 8 colors of cut lengths to go right with your sweater. So it's an adorable kit. Depending on the size, you get a big, like a cotton. I should have brought one over here, but a cotton or muslin project bag. They're nice quality bags, and they're hand stamped with our Barrett Wool Co logo. Now, the one thing I wanted to tell you about quickly is that you can, on the website, a brand new thing that we just added on the Barrett Wool Co website is that you can, if you want to get a kit and they're not in stock, but we're restocking like next week again, you can now sign up, put your email in, and you'll get a friendly notice just telling you that they're in the shop again. They've been restocked. You can click right on over and purchase your kit or your yarn or whatever it is that was out of stock and now it's back in. So it's an automatic notice, and you get it like that, like instantly, so that you can really get a jump. What we've noticed on our shop is just the reaction. The yarn has done great. Both yarn lines, the Wisconsin yarn line and the home fingering and worsted weight yarn lines, have been really well received. But what has been crazy is the reaction to our kits. We have had so much fun putting together these kits. And with Carrie's permission, the sweater kit too, we put together so that we've purchased the patterns from her, and then, and then they're included. You get a download code on Ravelry, so it's automatically, you just type in the code, go like you're purchasing the pattern, you type in the code and you get it, then, it comes for free into your pattern library. You don't have to pay anything further. But anyway, so that's been really fun that we worked out a deal with Carrie, and I hope to do that with some other projects too. I have some in mind that I want to talk to some of my designer friends and see if they would want to join in and do some kits. So it's good for everybody to do that. It's good for the designer. It's good for the yarn company. It's good for the Wisconsin mill. They're so much fun to work with. So that's one kit. There aren't any, we sold out on our second run, but again, next week we're going to be picking up hundreds of skeins of this yarn. So we're going to have a lot more kits in stock next week. So hop on over and put your email in, and you can do that on any product on the website. I think that's correct. So to get the notice. So the other kit that's up right now, we just reloaded our mitten kits, waiting for Winter Bulky Mittens, and we have these 3 colors of the bulky twist. This is also Wisconsin woolen spun yarn. It's a 2-ply bulky weight yarn, and there's a brown and a natural white. This one's called Coffee and Cream because it's brown and white. And then these are over dyed. So this is the natural one, and then these 2 are over dyed. This one is, I'm blanking on the name of the blue one. It's something really wonderful too. It was named after a Wisconsin wildflower. Blanking on it. But anyway, and this one's called Red and Black Licorice because it's over-dyed red, which turns the brown strand a shade of black or a very, very dark shade. And so that's that one. And these are like, they're so good. So we cake the yarn up. You get, these are full skeins, but you get a half skein of each of these colors and in the kit. And then you get a tin of stitch markers, our Barrett Wool Co. Wonderful, colorful stitch markers. And then, and we also have metallic. So sometimes we send out metallic stitch markers too. And then, anyway, I knit up all these samples of these mittens in all different combinations that you could do. I did a little stripey. You could do a mix and match. You have enough yarn, you can really play around with it. Each one of these mittens weighs about, this is the medium size. I think this one weighs 23 or 24 grams. So you have plenty of yarn. You get over 150 grams of yarn in total. So you can really play around. So if you think about one pair of mittens is approximately 50 grams. Even if you make the larger size, it might be a little bit over 50 grams, but it plays around right in that range, maybe just under 50 to 60 grams. So you have a lot of leeway here. You can make a lot of little mittens. You could make, bigger mittens. So this is the medium. So the pattern is a small, medium, and large. And then I'll show you some more of the combinations that you could do. So you could do just make a big, huge stack of mittens, and then people could just mix and match, or you could do matching pairs. But here's another combination with the blue. And I can't believe I forgot the name of the blue. It'll come to me after I finish the podcast, I'm sure. So here's another one that's different that I haven't shown yet. So this is the blue and the red and black licorice, coffee and cream and blue. I love this combo right here. These mittens are just, they're just the best. They fit so perfectly. It's a waiting for winter pattern that I modified for bulky weight. Here's one more. This is probably my favorite. A little reminiscent, maybe of a little bit of a sock monkey look or something. It's kind of cute and old-fashioned looking, very sweet. And this was the original pair that I made with our first kits that went out, that were just single color kits. These are the first pair. So, oh my gosh, you guys, they're so good. And mitten knitting is really a year-round project. It's a perfect little springtime project because they're small and fun, and you can just pop them in a quick project bag. And so here's my big stack of waiting for winter bulky twist mittens, and here's the beautiful yarn. So the one thing about this yarn is that the mill told us we're not going to be able to get more of it for a really long time, and I don't have any idea what that means. Like, how long does that mean? I have no idea. It could be months and months. I literally have no idea. So it's well stocked right now at this moment on March 29th. So if you want one, I would hop over and get one if you're at all considering it, or even if you got a kit before. You can buy it with or without the pattern, so that you're not getting charged twice for the pattern. If you want to just get more of the yarn to play around with, this is going to be the only way that you can get this yarn right now. So unfortunately, I would love to have more of it. Okay, a couple other quick things on Barrett Wool Co. By the way, guys, I literally have never had so much fun in my life, in my career. The yarn store that we've opened, working with my son, Evan, who's a business guy. He's an accountant, and he's like a really great, fun person to work with. So he's a partner in the business, and it's just been a delight. I mean, we just are pinching ourselves every day that we get to do this really fun job, and that it's doing so well. So thank you so much. We really are trying so hard to do a good job. It really means a lot to us. So a couple weeks ago, I had a new pattern come out, and it's called French Hens. It's in the Taproot Magazine. So these are knit out of our Barrett Wool Co. Home fingering weight, which I'm super excited to say is going to be back in stock. The first big shipment coming from Maine with our yarn is coming next week. And so we'll have, that's like half of our shipment, I think, is coming next week. It's gonna be really exciting to have the yarn back in stock. We're gonna have kits for these, but the other thing I'm super, and that will start happening next week in the first week of April. So we're very, very excited about that. But we're so thrilled, we're now selling the Taproot Magazine, and that's where this pattern is found for these 3 French hens. And we're going to be having kits, and the magazine is in there. The individual pattern for download will not be available for 6 months, because that's the exclusivity agreement through the magazine, which is a really common thing. So I'll make it available then in 6 months. But in the meantime, you can get the magazine. The magazine's fantastic. It's beautiful. Like I said, I think I said that and the camera shut off. The theme of the magazine is weave. And so I picked this woven colorwork pattern for the chicken. And it's really fun and easy to do. And if you haven't tried colorwork, this too would be a really good pattern to try colorwork for the first time. It's a super simple pattern. It's just a very short little space that you'd be doing some colorwork on. So the cover's beautiful. There's artwork. Inspiration, recipes, article about cooking, and I think Peru. There's some woven stuff about their culture and their weaving in Peru in there. Beautiful photography, baking, cake, but there's also a pattern by Andrea Mowry, who's a really popular and beautiful designer, and she designed this quill hat. So this is also another knitting pattern in the magazine, and I really like that hat. I might make one for myself. Like it. And then let me look here. Oh, there's a scarf too, a seed stitch scarf, and then here are my 3 French hens. So that's a cute little chubby hands playing with the 3 French hens. And the pattern's right in here. So anyway, these are right in Barrett Wool Co. If you want me to sign the pattern, where the pattern is, I can sign it for you too, if you'd like to. I didn't even think of that, but leave a little note on your order. We have a lot of these in stock, so we're hoping that people will really enjoy those. I love that magazine. It's Amanda Soul is the editor-in-chief, and she's soulmama.com, which is a blog that I've been reading for probably the last decade or so. I've never missed an entry on that blog. I love her. She has 5 kids. She's kind of a homesteader. She cooks and bakes and sews, and she's got several books out and I have all her books. I just love her. So when she contacted me to do this project for her magazine, I was really excited about it and very honored to be included. So look for that. Look for the yarn to be back in stock next week. I have one more little kit that I'm really excited about. We're doing which was in Making Magazine. I have a project that I'm doing for Making 3 magazine that's coming out in May, I think. We're going to be carrying the Making magazine also in Barrett Wool Co, which really excited about. And so for the first one, I did these little kind of pockets. One is a leaf shape, and then one is a flower shape, and then they have a pocket, and then inside, I haven't knit the fairies yet, but inside they have I have these little tiny fairies that pop right in here, so they can kind of sleep in these beautiful little pockets that are knit, and they're so sweet. But I'm so excited. We have kits coming with our Wisconsin Woolen Spun line, and they are going to be really cute. We have a special little packaging thing that we're doing with them, and I couldn't be more excited about it. I'm just thrilled. So I'm knitting up the samples right now in our beautiful sport weight Wisconsin Woolen Spun yarns. I need to kind of steam these a little bit to get them looking in great shape. But that's going to be also next week, probably the first week of April. Those are going to be available. So we have a lot going on, but be sure to remember to sign up if you are interested in getting something that's out of stock. So that's a new feature that we're really excited about. Also, I just want to let you know, I've kind of been a little bit, I haven't been keeping up very well on the blog, which is the journal on Barrett Wool Co. And I've been so slammed with work and teaching and travel and things. So I'm going to really try to amp that up a little bit. One thing that we are doing on there that I'm really excited about, I'll post about it on there, but I don't know where we're going to have you leave comments. It could be our Instagram account or on the blog, but we're putting this up. But very soon I'm going to be posting with a giveaway for 2 issues, because I was sent 2 extra issues of this Taproot magazine to give away. So I'm also going to be posting a giveaway, so look for that. I'll leave the links in the the text information underneath the podcast on YouTube, so you can pop on over and enter that. The other thing I'm going to be putting on the blog to kind of go with this fantastic branches and buds sweater that we're carrying the kids is that I added some short rows on the bottom of the sweater and the back, because I didn't want it to ride up on the back, especially I didn't know if I was going to have to be tugging down on the neck. So, but I don't. So and I'm really glad. So it kind of has a very, very slight swoop that goes down in the back. And what I'll do is, you can't really see now, and I'm kind of up against a wall, so I'm not going to model that for you right now. But I had my daughter-in-law did some modeling of the sweater, and we took a side photo of her, and you can see how it just kind of real gently, there's like another inch or so of fabric on the back side, so that it kind of swoops down a little bit, so it's not always riding up in the back. And I'm going to write out how I did that, and I'll put that up on the blog on Barrett Wool Co. The blog is journal on barrettwoolco.com, and so you can check that out. And it wouldn't only work. I'm just going to write a very general recipe, kind of how to add that in, because you could add that into any sweater. There's no big fancy trick about it at all. You can. It's just a series of short rows that I have used it repeatedly, and you guys can use that too for your sweaters. Not just this one, you could do it on any sweater. So look for that, and I'll probably pop some information up, or we'll send out a newsletter if you're interested in learning how to put some short rows in the back of your sweater. I'll just do a real general, it's not going to be specific to this pattern, it's going to be a general how to do that. So I'm going to try to pick back up. We're going to post this podcast on the journal, and it's just been a lot on my plate, just as it is for everybody out there. There's a lot going on. To end up today, I wanted to show you quickly 2 really cute things that I recently purchased from actually 2 really sweet friends of mine that I've worked with quite a bit in the past. So the first one is this little hand-stitched house, and it has a button on the back, which is the button for the tape measure. I am so crazy about this thing. So you just push the back there, and then it pops right in. So the chimney pulls up. It has this kind of tweedy fabric here, and then you just push that. And this was in Alana Dacos, nevernotknitting.com, in her shop. She has a brick and mortar and an online shop, and she has some really unique items over there. So you might really want to check it out. I think she really takes pride in kind of curating a really special collection of knitterly things, or just really cute things, but this just caught my eye. I can't tell you how well made this is. It feels like a little treasure. And I have such a thing about homes and houses, and it's really one of my favorite things in the world. So anyway, this cute little home or house tape measure. So if you want to get any more, I think they were out, but I don't know if maybe she'll be getting some more back in. The second thing that I'm so excited that I got my hands on, I'm so crazy about this, is the little skein in the big wool. Skein in the big wool. She has her own littleskein.com, I think is her website, and she does such clever and cute things. But look at this bag. I got a hand embroidered linen Winnie the Pooh bags, and I've been such a Winnie the Pooh fan ever since I was a little girl. I just loved it, and I loved that kind of sweet, gentle character of Winnie the Pooh, so I had to get this right away. It was a little pricey, but I feel like well worth it. This has a really sturdy metal zipper, and I love the purple color on there, and then on the inside is some bee fabric, so it goes along with Winnie the Pooh, his love of honey and bees. So really thrilled. Two very sweet, I mean, they almost kind of go together, don't they, with the linen? Oh, they really do. Just that handmade quality that is just so dear and sweet. So I'm going to sign off. I went actually longer than I thought I would. I'm going to be doing a smooth operator sock update very soon as I can get time to get that photographed. I'm going to show how to do the afterthought heel, just cutting it in and not putting in an afterthought, but just cutting it, and just do a step-by-step tutorial on that. That I'm going to add onto the addendum of the smooth operator socks pattern. So you'll be getting an update whenever I get that done, which I don't know when. I hope very soon. And anyway, lots going on. Look for the Taproot giveaway. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for Troentorp clogs. I've been posting a lot of clog pictures for the hashtag Daily Knit Socks that I talked about last time. The Troentorp clog company contacted me, and I'm going to be doing a clog giveaway, and I'm going to have a discount code also for Troentorp clogs, so I'm really excited about that. So that's going to be coming up in a day or two here. Anyway, thanks for staying with me, and I hope you all are doing very well and that your spring is going along swimmingly. So bye, knitters. Take care.